Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Pastor Larry, and man, it's been a couple of months since I've been on a video session with you guys, but it is Wednesday morning, July the 28th, and I wanted to come to you today because I want to encourage as many of you as can to be with us tonight, Wednesday night, for our midweek Bible study. Been a lot going on, and and I was out last Wednesday night and I was out last Sunday, but just been doing a lot of praying, a lot of thinking, a lot of reading. And it seems, man, that, there's just a lot of pressure in our world right now. And I just believe that God is wanting to instill and infuse into us a hope, and to give us some clear direction and to cause us to understand that what we're experiencing is not abnormal. It's not abnormal for believers to be under pressure. And just because we're believers doesn't isolate us and insulate us from all that's going on in our world. We are definitely living in a pressure-packed culture and a pressure-packed society. And I just want to encourage you. We've been for many weeks. We've been talking about David's life and just taking some comparisons from David's life, how he came from the pasture through the cave, and ultimately we'll get to the palace. But we're kind of stuck in the cave right now, and I'm dealing with some things from David's life, not necessarily preaching about his whole life, but just taking the backdrop and using it. And man, I just feel like the Lord has really been speaking to me out of the book of First Peter. And I'm going to try to expound on that and make it relevant to where we are today. But Peter was writing in his first letter. He was writing to the church. And in one translation of the scripture, it says, "To you who have camped out among the unbelievers, who've made your place among the unbelievers." He said, you're having to live in a world in the tension between two kingdoms, between what is and what's not yet, what's already and what is still to come. And I think that's where the church is living right now. And we've got to learn to master and to live in this tension, because it's where we are and we're not going to escape it. And so we have to figure out how to live in these present times and still display the glory of God and not give in to the cynicism that is wreaking havoc in our world. So I love you, man. I love the Refuge. I love what God is doing. But I want to invite you to be with me tonight, 7 p.m., 2223 West Morton Street. Come on in. We're going to have a good time tonight, and we're going to talk about some relevant things, and I trust that it's going to be a blessing to you. I hope that I'll see many of you, and I'm praying for you today, sincerely praying for those who are part of our family of faith, praying for our world, praying for those who are suffering, and we have many who are part of our family that are going through some difficult seasons right now. Loss of loved ones, sickness, lots of things going on in people's lives. But I'm here to tell you that in the midst of it all, God remains faithful. So come on tonight. Let's talk about a few things. Let's build our faith. Let's build our hope. And I'm looking forward to seeing you. And I'm trusting that the rest of your day, you're going to walk in anticipation of what God has to speak to you in this hour. The Lord bless you.